Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Cody, I am a writer, and we are on a deadline. So today is currently January 3rd, 2025. It is 6:30 p.m. and it is officially the start of 10K weekend, where we're going to be streaming 6 times across 3 different days, today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And during that time, we're going to be writing and trying to work our way through 10,000 words worth of material. I believe Natalie and Taylor are both going to be drafting, so they're trying to draft 10,000 words while I am trying to get through these revisions of Ghostwriters Club because I am submitting them to my line editor in a week. I want to get all these final developmental changes added in there, and I figure 10K weekend is the perfect way to kick off some rapid progress to get to the end of this draft. Okay? I'm currently obviously sitting at my desk and I'm already in the stream, but I, muted everybody because I told them I had to record this clip for this vlog. We are about to go live in about 30 minutes. We have Meredith E. Phillips joining us tonight, and I'm so excited. She was on one of my Monday productivity sprints that I did in November, and so I'm excited to stream with her again. She's such a sweet person and just fun to talk to, and I love all her videos. So yeah, but with all of that, I need to tell you how much progress we need to make within these next 7 days to accomplish our goal. So as we know, we have 7 days remaining until January 10th. So 7 full days. I have 24 chapters left to developmentally revise. So that is going to be about 3.5 chapters a day. I'm just going to round that up to do 4 chapters a day. And so my goal for this 10K weekend is to have 4 chapters done each day. If I get more, fantastic. If I don't, that's also fine too. We're doing our best. I have a note on my phone that basically has 12 chapters on it. I'll put it somewhere on the screen, but it has the 12 chapters that I need to revise. And then I have a little section at the bottom for any bonus chapters that I get done. It's like a way to be like, oh, look at all the little bonus stuff that I did that I wasn't even planning for, That is the plan. That is the goal. Now it is time to execute it. All right. So I am about to get started on this live. Gonna yap with the girls for a minute, and then we're gonna get to writing. Good morning, friends, and welcome to Saturday. It is day 2 of our 10K weekend. Last night, the stream went really well. I didn't do any clips after that because once we were done with the stream, I was just like, I'm ready to just be away from a screen, from a camera, from all that good stuff. But it's fine because we're here and you're going to be with me pretty much all day today and all day tomorrow. So we got through, last night we made it all the way through to chapter 14. So we did actually end up getting 4 chapters done yesterday, which is great because we only did 1 stream. So if I stick to that pace, I might end up getting more chapters than I thought done this weekend, which I'll take. It'll be a slay. So yeah, we are currently on the stream. So far, it's just me and Natalie. Taylor and Ari are going to be joining here in just a moment. And we're going to get this party started. We're going to be kicking off the first stream of the day. And yeah, I'll check in with you after the first stream. Hi there. We just finished up our first stream of the day, and actually I got a lot more done than I thought I was going to because there were some chapters that didn't really have a lot of developmental edits that needed to happen. And so I'm currently in the middle of chapter 19, and I have a feeling that this one's going to be a little bit of a lengthy chapter to do because I actually ended up changing a fun little twist that happens. And so I need to obviously rearrange just a couple little things. It's not going to change very much at all. Just bringing in some characters that didn't really have a lot of limelight. I don't know. Because whenever I was doing my critique partner situation with this story. Take one of them that they actually suspected to be the killer, and now we have found their blood on a crime scene. And so it's going to be just a fun little way to add a little more of like red herring things here and there, and also add some character motivation to some other characters so we can maybe suspect them a little more in the story to be a killer, because there are a couple characters in this story that could maybe potentially want this person dead. So it'll just be a fun little extra red herring situation moment. But it is currently 2:22. We have to be back on live at 4 o'clock. So I'm going to just take a little break for about an hour, and then I'm going to get back into the flow, and I'll check back in with you before our next stream. Hello, me again. It's been like 2 seconds for you, but it's been about an hour and a half for me. It is currently almost 3:45. We're all about to log on to Taylor's stream, have a little check-in, make sure everything's working properly before we get started. And yeah, we're just going to keep on trucking along. I believe I told you in the clip before this that we are going to be starting chapter 19. I changed how chapter 18 ended. And so I get to kind of write a new little chunk of stuff for the first part of chapter 19. So I'm excited. Going to be doing little light drafting, and then we're just going to keep on trucking through revisions. Keep on trucking along, and I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so I feel like I say this all the time, but that was such a crazy live stream. Like y'all, I think it's stream number 3 that we just finished. If you go back and watch the replay of that stream, pure chaos, absolute chaos. But we had a great time. I got a lot done. I ended up finishing chapter 19, got a good start on chapter 20. I knew the progress was going to slow down just a little bit because I'm now like drafting some like smaller scenes in between to sort of connect some things that felt a little bit abrupt, like an abrupt halt. And then I'm also weaving in, like I told you in one of the earlier clips, the new little plot line that I'm adding in. Technically, the plot line was like already there. I'm just integrating it more with the actual story and the events that are happening currently in the story. So I just, it requires a little bit of weaving stuff through, a little more stopping to actually read to figure out where I can read through. So progress is slowing down a little bit, but it is not stopping. We still have one more stream in about an hour and 40 minutes. So I'm going to step away from this. I'm just going to go and probably eat a little bit more of my pizza, and then just kind of unplug my brain for a minute, just watch a little TV, and we'll do stream number 3. Are you so excited? Or stream number 4. So I know we're technically doing like 10K weekend, and I've been going through and adding up all the word counts of the chapters as I've been checking them off. And because I'm doing the last round of developmental stuff. Because of that, I'm mostly just like fixing little things here and there and then adding scenes and stuff. So all the words that I have like read over that are, fine, they're also getting counted in. So technically I've read through / edited this weekend around like 20,000 words, but that's also because I'm like flying through it, trying to get it done, because I know that once all the developmental stuff's done, I, if possible, would like to do a pass of line editing. And so now that I'm seeing the pace in which I'm going, I kind of have like higher hopes that I can finish implementing the developmental notes maybe this weekend. And then next week's vlog will be me going through the fine-tooth comb and doing some like light line editing before I send it to my editor on January 10th. But you'll have to stay tuned to figure out what we're going to do. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hi friends, welcome to my living room. I figured most of this vlog has taken place in the back office where I've been, at my desk revising for the whole weekend. I thought it'd be nice to have a little change of scenery. So here we are in the living room. I have a lovely blue glow from the TV that is on and a little ambient light. We need to talk because my progress has been going faster than I originally expected. And I think it's just, even though these live streams have been absolutely unhinged and chaotic, they've also been quite productive because I only have about 5 chapters left that need some sort of revision. I ended tonight on chapter 23, so I'll put the screenshot here of the progress. So we've completed all of the chapters that I was planning on doing this weekend, and we've even done a bonus chapter, and we still have a whole day left with 2 live streams. And I have plans to do some writing in the morning. I'm going to take you guys to a new coffee shop. We're getting really close to the end of this developmental draft. Once I finish the developmental edits, whatever amount of time that I have left before I submit to my editor, I will be doing another pass just to make sure that all of these small little changes that I've made remain consistent throughout the story, because while I have read my own book 9 times at this point, I just want to make sure that every little detail lines up and there's nothing that's inconsistent. Now, like I was saying, there are only 5 chapters left, but a lot of those chapters include a heavy amount of rewrites. So I know that these last 5 chapters that I'm going to be working on tomorrow they're going to be some heavy overhaul. And so I'm not exactly expecting to finish all 5 tomorrow. If I do, that's fantastic. But even if I don't, I'll still be finishing the developmental stuff earlier than expected. And so, like I said, whatever time I have left, I can do a light little line pass, do a quick little read through, make sure everything makes sense. We get to take a 3-week break from the Ghostwriters Club and work on something else. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between if I want to jump into a read through of Project Terms and Conditions, or if I want to just kind of do some brainstorming stuff for my fantasy project. I think that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, because once I get all this revision done on this book, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to want to jump straight into revision of a whole other story. I don't know. I might not actually do any revising. It would probably be more just like a read through and take notes. We'll just have to see how I feel. And obviously, whatever I decide to do, you'll see it at some point in a vlog because I post once a week. But yeah, that is pretty much the update on where we are in the 10K weekend. We've already accomplished the chapters we want to do. So now we're just going to keep on trucking on and see how far we can get in these developmental revisions. One thing that I just wanted to kind of talk about is I've mentioned a lot on live streams, but also in vlogs, about how much I've really just not been the biggest fan of revising. And I've been very vocal about that. Just anytime someone asks me what's my favorite part, I usually tell them that my favorite part is drafting and my least favorite is revision. But actually, I have really been enjoying this round of revision on the Ghostwriters Club. And I think the key to that was the amount of time that I spent separated from it. All of the other passes and revisions that I've done of the Ghostwriters Club has been within a couple weeks of me finishing the draft before it. And I just personally, for me, I don't feel like that was enough time for me to fully separate myself from the story and almost allow myself to forget everything. That way, whenever I came back to it, I was able to read it more from a reader's perspective than I was from the person that wrote its perspective, if that makes sense. With this round of revision, I didn't look at this book for, I think it was almost 2.5 months between the being with my critique partners and drafting a new book in November. Didn't look at this story for a while. And I really think that has been the key to revision for me, because now that I have the separation, I have no emotion attached really to any specific scene or character. And if it's not serving the story, I have no issue. Just highlight, delete, move on. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of share that, have a look. I've just been kind of reflecting on this process so far and how much I've enjoyed it, and how each time I know that I'm going to have a day of writing, I'm actually looking forward to revising, which is strange for me right now. But yeah, just wanted to kind of share that little bit of my, character arc as a writer with you all. With that said, I am going to chill out for the rest of the night. I'm going to sit here, watch a little bit of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. and then I'm going to go to bed. And when I see you guys in the morning, we will be headed to try a new coffee shop, which I'm really excited about. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Hello friends, and welcome to a very rainy Sunday afternoon. How are we doing? So as you saw, I did get to go and try that new coffee shop. It's just a couple streets over from my house. One thing that I guess I just didn't consider, maybe I just didn't notice the marketing, it was actually more of like a boba tea kind of place and not necessarily coffee, but they also did have some coffee. It just was very limited, and you saw the size of that coffee cup in that one clip. Yeah. So will I be going there in the future? Maybe. But I will probably not be getting the coffee. I'll just be doing boba tea because the boba teas were like this big and the coffee was like this big and they're the same price. So make it make sense. But anyways, we are here obviously at the desk, and I actually have gone a little further. I can't remember what chapter I showed you. I think I was on chapter 26 whenever I showed you in one of the little clips, but I am now on chapter 29. Now, chapter 29 is when the heavy rewrites start, and it couldn't be at a better time because literally in 15 minutes we are going live for the first of 2 streams today. So I have at least 4 hours of writing ahead of me, and I think we can maybe get through these 3 chapters in that amount of time. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to push. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get through these last 3 chapters and within these next 2 live streams. Okay? So, without further ado, let's kick off stream number 1.
Turn this upside down.
Hi, hello. It is much later in the day. I did not film a clip between the 2 streams just because I was like, you know what? You're probably tired of seeing me sit at this desk or do something in my house. But because it's raining, I literally wasn't going to leave my house any more than I already did. So I was just like, it'll be fine. We'll just take a little brain break, watch a little TV. It'll be cool. But anyway, we have officially wrapped up our 10K weekend. Now, I got through so much more than I was expecting to. I started this weekend on chapter 10 and I'm currently on chapter 31. So we did like 21 chapters when my goal was to just do like 12. So that's amazing. The last chapter that I just finished, chapter 30, was one that I basically got to like rewrite from scratch. So that one was fun. I literally kept like the first like paragraph of something that was already there, and then the rest of it I just wrote an entirely new chapter. The next couple chapters that I get to do are also basically like full-fledged like rewrites. Like one of them, well, that's a lie. So the next chapter I have to write is more of just like a fleshing out the interiority and letting all of the conflict that has happened sort of, you know, have its moment in peace and resolution. And then the epilogue I get to completely rewrite because originally it was going to be like a bonus article, but instead it's going to be a bonus POV. So because I just think that would be more fun, more cool, and it would just have more of that that punchy second twist moment that I love in thrillers. So I'm really excited about that. I'm probably going to finish that up at some point, maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. We'll see. We have until Friday to finish this, but that is going to be the end of this vlog. I'm going to start vlogging me finishing these last couple chapters as well as doing a quick line pass, and you'll see that video next week just to see how much I was able to get done before I send this off to my editor. I'm going to record the clip of me actually submitting it to him. Yeah, I'll get to share in that fun little moment with all of you in next week's vlog. I'm so excited. But with all of that out of the way, that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment to let me know how your 2025 is started off. You know, did you join us on 10K weekend? If so, how did you do? Let me know down below. Well, it'll be great. Overall, 10K weekend was so much fun. It was great to, you know, not only get to do all these streams with Natalie and Taylor, but just to have a new AuthorTube guest on each of the episodes was so fun. So every episode I knew that I was going to get to write with, you know, one more new person. And there were, I mean, a good few people that participated in our streamathon that I've never actually gotten to write live with before. So that was so much fun. It was so great to meet some new friends and just talk about writing process and yap and do chaotic things together on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But with all of that out of the way, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!